Hello everyone, welcome back to the Talos Principle 2! Last time we completed this area, and today we're moving on to the mega structure again. I am excited, guys. I cannot wait to see what happens next. I can't wait to see how this level ends. Also, where is the thing? It's this way. I can't wait to see how this story ends. I can't wait to see which of my predictions, if any, are on the mark or how far off they are. You know, the theory that the particle beings are ascended people. The theory that this whole area is a simulation and Prometheus's gift is to wake up people from the simulation who pass all the tests into the real world. I don't think that one's correct, but I still think my particle clouds ascended beings theory will be correct. We're gonna meet Byron one of these times. So if you haven't seen last episode or 2 episodes ago, watch that because I'm about to spoil it. Miranda's dead. She's the Icarus of this game.
You all know I don't share Byron's enthusiasm for the megastructure. I don't know if the founder really intended for us to be here, and I certainly don't trust this Prometheus entity. But Byron is one of us, and we don't leave people behind. So we're finding Prometheus and freeing him, whether Pandora likes it or not. Here's how this mission is going to go. 1K, it's clear to me that you have some kind of special affinity for this place, and that the entities respond to you more strongly than they do to us. So, once you're inside, I want you to take point.
Got it.
Do whatever you need to free Prometheus, but remember that our prime objective is to save our friend. Melville, I want you to stay at the VTOL and let Yakut and 1K go in. I'm going to stay behind as protocol requires. I don't love the idea of sitting this one out. Byron is my oldest friend, but we're doing this by the book.
Yeah, so take whatever we can, take whatever opportunity we can to free Byron and Prometheus. But if it comes down to a choice between Prometheus and Byron, we choose Byron. Prometheus can wait for another day. Hey, it's night! I didn't know there was night. Is this a random event, or did it just happen because of the story? And a full moon. So yeah, Miranda's the Icarus of this story. She flew too high with her wings, which is the singularity stuff, particle cloud stuff, and got burned. What's up? What do you see? He's moving. Nope. I thought he was moving because I was in the way. Maybe he was. Alright, we got a third way. And of course they couldn't have named her Icarus, because if they did, there would be no twist.
Alright, I'm taking us in. Let's hope we can find the big guy.
Al staying out here? That's probably a good idea. Leave somebody out so they can report back if it all comes crumbling down. Ew, the reflections. Why dithering, I wonder? So the graphics are at low quality. Why do they choose dithering instead of like gradient or something? Dithering being like turning it into a bunch of dots. It looks kind of dusty. Anybody got something to say? Nope. Got a giant backpack on. Never noticed. Do I have a giant backpack on? He does. Does everybody have? Is this part of our back? Or is this something that only the mission people have? You look like you're running, but I am walking. I'm still faster than you. Ah, the dithering on the ground. I mean, I like the effect. It just feels weird for a game with it so advanced as this. It probably increases the file size too. What was that? Sound effects. He's going that way, I'm going this way. Nice lights in here. Found something. We get something from something else from our Katie Chernyshevsky. From Eustathius. Oh yeah. He's coming in. He's coming back into the story. From Eustathius to Athena. Dearest Athena, I don't know if you will see this. You have become even more distant from the affairs of New Jerusalem than I have. I miss speaking to you and Cornelius, and I fear that some of your estrangement is my own fault. I know things are not as you would wish them to be, and the city is drifting away from that bold vision you established. This is not because of your leadership or lack thereof. You did not fail. I did. I know I've said it before, but the New Alexandria disaster was my fault. I'm the one who took the initiative, and I'm the one who made the mistake. Yes, there should have been procedures in place, but it was my role to create such procedures, Athena, not yours. I wish I had listened to Byron when he said we had to establish another settlement immediately. Learn from the pain, don't let it fester. He was right. That's where the rot set in, and I'm sorry. With love, Eustathius. Yeah, so... Okay, weird buzzing made me question whether something was happening in my room. Yeah, so what? Yeah, there's a tragedy. And the thing is, when there's a tragedy, you have to actively take steps to face it, or it becomes harder to face over time. I know this from personal experience. Athena, author. From the author's note to Athena Reborn, a novel. If my work has meant something to you, if Athena had any kind of impact on you, if some story in Wonder Tales from the periphery moved you or made you think, then there is something about myself that I need to share with you. It's the only autobiographical fact I have any interest in sharing, the only thing about me that matters to you outside my work. Every breath that I take, and so every story I write, is only possible because of technology. There are no natural remedies, no spiritual alternatives for what I was born with. My existence is wholly contingent on a level of technological sophistication which was heretofore unimaginable and which will in many ways define the coming era. When you long for a return to simpler times, you wish for a world in which I could not exist. If you are looking for answers, consider the fact that I was granted the blessing of this technology despite being born into poverty and my writing never having been particularly lucrative. The civilizational structures I live within are arranged in such a way that this technology would be deployed to save my life. And are these structures not also, at the end of the day, a kind of machine? What is the state? What is the civilization, if not a machine? Think about what this means, what this is. Is it systemic compassion? Is it liberation from nature? Is it equality of opportunity? Whatever your belief system, think hard about what it means that I am alive because of these machines, and I have created something that matters to you. Thank you for reading. That sounds really cool. Is this from something real, or is this made up for this story? I think it might be made up for this story. I imagine its technology is something like prosthetic hands or something so they can type or write. Or some kind of technological vision restoration so they can see what they're writing. You know, something like that. Clockwork. Excerpted from Orthodoxy by G.K. Chesterton. All the towering materialism which dominates the modern mind rests ultimately upon one assumption, a false assumption. It is supposed that if a thing goes on repeating itself, it is probably dead. A piece of clockwork. People feel that if the universe was personal, it would vary. If the sun were alive, it would dance. This is a fallacy even in relation to known fact. For the variation in human affairs is generally brought into them not by life, but by death, by the dying down or breaking off of their strength or desire. A man varies his movements because of some slight element of failure or fatigue. Or perhaps God is strong enough to exult in monotony. It's possible that God says every morning, do it again to the sun, and every evening, do it again to the moon. It may not be automatic necessity that makes all daisies alike. It may be that God makes every daisy separately, but has never gotten tired of making them. It may be that he has the eternal appetite for infancy, for we have sinned and grown old, and our Father is younger than we.
It is strange. The idea is delightful, but also completely and obviously untrue.
That is one of the many reasons Chesterton is worth reading. He's wrong about a lot of things, but he's wrong about them in an interesting way.
It's such a shame, though. He seems to want to restore the magic of the world, but he can only re-enchant the surface, whereas the true magic, the perfect beauty that feels like revelation, is found underneath in what he dismisses as clockwork.
Yeah, I've not resonated with these statements by Chesterton. Like, I can't even judge whether I agree or disagree with him, because it's so, like, I don't even know what he's arguing. I don't really understand it. Also, I looked him up. He was a real person who lived like 200 years ago, so that probably explains a little bit of it. Founding 10. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1. And we didn't get anything new from Chernyshevsky. Day 680. New Jerusalem. That's the name we picked. Am I sad my suggestion didn't win? Maybe a little. But it's a good name, a fitting name, a name that we can be proud of. With it comes a new kind of optimism. Everyone is thinking of the future once more. I, for one, am glad that we have recovered our equilibrium and our determination. Athena and Cornelius are certainly bustling with plans and bright visions of the future, and when they tell us of these dreams of theirs, it's not hard to be drawn in by the pretty pictures they paint. Speaking of which, I'm becoming more and more fascinated with ancient human art and thinking about our own role taking the next step in that long history. Citizens of Gehenna found meaning in art, and they were imprisoned. A free people should be able to accomplish so much more. Yeah, the name New Jerusalem obviously comes from Jerusalem, which is the holy city of Judaism. And New Jerusalem comes from the book of Revelation, the last book of the Bible, which is like a prophecy of the end times, foretelling the return of Jesus Christ and establishing a 1,000-year kingdom in New Jerusalem. So they're going with the whole Greek, Roman, Hebrew history theme for these games. There's a lot of directions to go. One of these is back out. I don't know which way it is. This is the way forward, I think. So I think that means I haven't missed any paths. No, this is the way out. This is the way Yakut went. Still scanning the elevator. Just scanning and scanning and scanning. Maybe it'll be different this time? You think? Oh, maybe it's changed. Maybe something will be different this time. Nope, it's the same. Well, maybe this time. Maybe this time. Oh, it's up there. Up there. Something's different up there. No. I'm gonna catch. Okay. You have fun doing that. Man, I love the music in this game. Just feels like there should be something back here. There's not that many secrets in here, just hand terminals. I found an elevator that works.
Yay! I found another elevator. My favorite.
After 10 minutes of scanning, you finally discovered it was an elevator?
Once again, I have no idea where I am. No sign of Prometheus so far. Hope you're doing better, 1K.
No, I'm in a Star Wars reactor room. Darth Maul's gonna come out and start dancing with his shiny stick.
I know I've said this before, but look at the size of this. How can all of this be one machine?
This is what you get when one machine builds a bigger machine, which builds an even bigger machine.
But where does it end?
What are you talking about? Have you looked at a living being? Maybe it is a living being. Yeah, living beings, trillions of cells, each cell smaller than the eye can perceive. Each cell, an entire city worth of factory, like, okay, that's a metaphor, but you know, and it's a huge thing. Basically, a factory with all the molecular machines that make the cell do what it does. Which we're still exploring and trying to figure out all of what it is and how it works today. I want to go back here. Ooh, they look like jellyfish. They also look like the Tesla coils that we turned off in that one place. So this might be the place where if it turns on, it turns the world into a black hole. Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense, because black hole is raw compressed mass energy, and if it's stored or if it's in use doesn't make a difference. If it's all in one place, it's black hole. So yeah, turning this on would not make a black hole. That doesn't make sense. You know, unless they focus all of it into a single spot. But we know we can't be going... Never mind. There he is. And this is like the kind of thing that Kratos would see.
Be careful, 1K. We don't know what's down there.
Yeah, watch out for the ghost of Sparta. If you see him, run. I feel like I have to walk out of reverence. It's just a statue, though. So... do I pull the lever now, or do I go somewhere else first? I guess I have to pull it now. There's not really anything else to do. Remove Prometheus chain pins. Okay. Well, if we're freeing Prometheus now, what's the 4th chapter for? Okay, I'll do the first one first. No, I'll do the first one last. We'll get a good view of it. I did not think... I thought about the second to last one, and that's it. You just put them down. Sometimes it's fun when puzzles are like that. Once in a while. Not all the time. You obviously want to think sometimes. I get these markers off the screen. I just want to find them as I explore. So this one doesn't go first, because we can't make the others reach. So let's try this one first. No, I don't think so. This one first? Ah, that makes sense. Well, this is cool. Found you.
I don't think you can get up here, 1K. Guess I'll have to do a puzzle after all. It can't be that hard, right?
Nah,
It's
nah.
not like everyone is depending on me.
You got this. If you need help, you can describe it to me and I'll guide you. Pretty good at that.
But if this has to connect over here, then... wait. If I do this, and then that... what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you do it. Talk out loud. Give yourself... Because when you hear your own reasoning, it helps. Nice!
Wow, I feel really smart.
Yeah!
Also, never doing that again.
You sounded a lot like Trevor there. Wonder if it's the same voice actor. I saw the gravity plate, just looking around. It's two of the same, Well, that's clearly not it. Nope. Nope. Let's try a different one from the start. Sure, why not? Nope. Oh, that looks better. There we go. Yeah. I mean, of course it's over here, right? Oh, no. Nope, I can't go that way. I'm on the ceiling. Alright. Just notice that I have toes. I guess that makes sense. We have all toes IRL for balance reasons. Just feels weird on a robot. I don't know where I'm going, all over the place. I thought I would have gotten one by now. I guess we did get one. Or there's technically one at the beginning. Oh, this is what this looks like. Yeah, definitely I'm strong enough to do that. This is absolutely God of War inspired. You know, even though that looks weird, I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually how a chain this big would work. Now that was quite the whip. I think that fell a little bit too fast. Maybe not, though. Alright, I'm gonna pick it up and take it with me. Put it in my backpack. Is there a short way down? Just, like, jump over this way. No. No, I don't think I want to. Actually, yeah. Let's hop right down here. On top of all this, secret Easter egg? I'm looking for an Easter egg. I'm sure there won't be one. Just in case. Nope. Nope, nope. Okay, so I didn't have to not try the lever. The lever would have just not worked. Oh. Well. This was a mistake. Huh! Ah, made it. Made it. Alright, now run around very far until I find the way back. Okay. We got one. Is there any more over here? You cute got one. So that's 2. 3, 4, 5. This way next. Hey. Where are we taking this one? Up there? Yeah. Are these magnet blocks? There might be. Alright, oh, I see. There we go. Ah. Oops. Was a mistake? Drat. I need to reconfigure my controls again. No, maybe I don't have to. Yeah! Spacebar! Alright, these are really good bridge building controls, and I don't want to change my jump button. But yeah, I forgot I have another input method. Keyboard. And this megastructure is so cool. I love it. Loading objects. Whoa. That's probably back a few seconds. Where's the thing? Bottom left. Bottom right corner. I'm up here. Wait, what? Did I just not go up here? I guess not. Okay. Okay, it's not back. Not wiggly this time. The trees are actually making sense this time. It says it's right up there. Did I walk past it? Nope, it's still up higher. Right, I walked up here and then... confused. Ah, here we go. Quite an easy one. Oh, what's this? Have I seen this picture before? Yes, I have. Another thing, I don't know if I said this, but I wonder if at the end of this game they're gonna recreate biological humanity. Because if they have the ability to build things and they can scale it to any scale and then they can understand things perfectly and they can ascend themselves, why not? Just look at the way those chains move. I wonder if that was simulated and the simulation was recorded and then put into the game. I wondered that about Outer Wilds too, but apparently in Outer Wilds they just simulate it every time you play the game. It's like, wouldn't it make more sense to simulate a bunch of stuff beforehand, like the orbits of the planets and stuff? Apparently not. I wonder if Byron's disappearance has anything to do with the stabilization of the trees. There's 2 more. Both over this way. There we go. It's random guessing. Guess I'm going this way first. That one seems about right. Where do I want to go? Over there? Probably not that. Now maybe? No? Yeah. This one's trickier. I mean, I can't... Is this not gravity? Maybe I can jump over to that plate. There we go. Here I am. And then down is that way? Yeah. There we go. That one was fun. Only 2. So there's only one way to do it. One way to go about it. I assume below us is the part we just walked through, although I don't remember it. There's stairs here. Almost didn't see them. Yeah, that last piece is kind of not attached. Alright, one more. Shortcut. The last one would be over here. Nope. Okay, good thing. Thank goodness for air control. Not that way. Or is it? Oh yeah, it is. They're not quite the same. That wouldn't work. There we go. These long tongues sticking out of each end. Water. Oh, it works. Alright, I can't jump except for the spacebar. This was a fun megastructure area. Release Prometheus. This one at least is still attached to that piece at the end. Oh, that is so cool. And having gone through a master's program in physics, I can imagine what a nightmare that was to program. Or how interesting maybe it was to program, and how much, like... Dude, if you're simulating a chain going up like that and the motion of every link, that's a lot of code. That's a lot of processing. Okay, where's here? Okay, and then it forces us to come back here and pull this lever last. That's good design. Puts us in a cinematic location. I want to look at this. The chain just kind of stops there. They didn't bother rendering anything for it to attach to. Let's go. Oh, not just a statue. Okay.
I thank you, Son of Man, for breaking my chains. Too long has the flame been hidden by fear and mystery. It is time to put away these childish things and for you to know the truth of the Alpha and the Omega, of the beginning and the end. I will send you visions of the truth. But remember that prophecies are a heavy burden.
Yeah, from now on we're going to be making decisions. What's the big reveal?
New Jerusalem sounds like such a beautiful place. So, how did you decide to leave? I know what we're trying to accomplish here, and I believe in it. But for you, New Jerusalem was home. What changed that?
It took me a long time to realize that something was wrong. Oh, I'd noticed that something was off, that something had changed since the early days, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. So I ignored it. And then one day I woke up to realize I was no longer Athena. Instead, I had been transformed into the Founder, a remote figure of legend, mythologized in my own time.
But if it bothered you, couldn't you just talk to them? If you share the truth with someone, they should change their mind, shouldn't they?
Oh, I wished it worked that way, Miranda, I really do, but I barely knew the last generations. In the beginning, I was there for every birth. I explained our history, talked about our future, but at some point, I got so busy building that future that I lost touch. They thought of me as a remote figure because that's what I was.
But can you change that?
I tried, but they already saw me as the Founder. The myth was too powerful, and it was already taking on a life of its own. I'd set a goal of 1,000 citizens. The number was arbitrary, just a nice round number, nothing more, but just like I became the Founder, it became the goal, another part of the myth. And maybe that could have been all right. Myths are a part of who we are, but something else crept in. The old human self-hatred.
So why didn't you just tell them to change? To go a different way? They would have listened to you.
No, they would have obeyed me, like my siblings in the simulation had obeyed. And that's when I realized I had to leave.
We can show them the future, Miranda, but we can't force them to accept it.
Well, can't say I was surprised.
I have it. After all this time, I have it. I finally have it. The mechanics of the cosmos. From quarks to galactic filaments. Everything that makes the world what it is, makes us who we are. In a single equation. The key to understanding the machine that is the universe, and to controlling it. A theory of everything. And she was right. The language of creation is a melody, and it's beautiful. Every future is possible now. Every future, except one with Miranda in it. I can do anything, except bring her back. Or unbreak Cornelius's heart.
Act 4, Gates of Horn and Ivory. Which has gotta be a reference. I don't know what it's a reference to, though.
Byron was right. The Founder was always a fiction. She's just a person. A person who lost her way.
A theory of everything. She solved it. She solved the last puzzle.
You need to get out of there. We'll talk about this later.
So was it string theory or loop quantum gravity? Just asking for a friend.
If the goal is a myth, and Athena never intended for us to stop growing, but everything here went wrong and Miranda died, then what's the point of all of this? Why the puzzles, the towers, the entities? What are we being tested for? Does she want us to prove her worthy of the theory of everything? Or to learn from her mistakes and reject it? I don't understand.
Oh no, the theory of everything, that's just a theory of the physical universe. It's not a theory of society.
Anti-gravity, matter synthesis, teleportation. It's not just one new technology. It's control over physics. Manipulating the base layer of reality itself. Rearranging the building blocks of the universe. If we can gain control of the megastructure, we can do anything we want. I'm not even talking about our energy problem. We can build anything we want. We can go anywhere we want. It's all up to us.
Unless we fail. Unless we make a mistake like Miranda and we lose everything.
As like Uncle Ben always says. You know the quote. So yeah, why don't we start with the energy crisis? That's a good place. Like, you know, we don't need to fly too close to the sun. Let's just solve the problems at home. Then we can think about what we want to do next. Which way is the way out? It's not crumbling this time. And we didn't even find we didn't even look for Byron. We just went straight to Prometheus and yeeted ourselves out. That was some stuttering. Are we gonna stop looking? Or are we gonna go through the next part?
Is everyone okay?
All good. I'm taking us back now.
That's a relief. Meanwhile, there's been a development. You'll see when you land. How are things on your end?
The energy fluctuations seem to be dying down. Looks like the system is coming out of lockdown.
Good. Let's hope we don't regret this.
Are other people out here?
And these energy clouds just fly about? That
Oh, are you
seems
coming?
terribly dangerous.
We haven't had any problems so far.
Except for losing one of the first companions, of course. No, I don't blame you, Al. I know what he's like. And I'm the one who agreed to all this in the first place. That's why I had to see it for myself. It is dreadfully imposing, though, isn't it? Hard to believe the founder would build something so sinister.
The mayor's here?
Well, this should be interesting.
What have you got to say? And some other people too. Is that a Linkers I spy?
Ah, 1K. Welcome back. I'm sure you're surprised by my presence here. Don't worry,
A little.
neither I nor my advisors will be getting in your way. But I've decided that I need to see this place for myself. These visions sent you by the entity that calls itself Prometheus are deeply concerning, of course. But we cannot take them at face value. In fact, it's crucial that we do not do so. We cannot simply abandon all that we believe because of a dream, no matter how vivid.
Yeah, that's pretty wise. Looks like I don't get to say anything.
No. If the founder really built all this, then it must have a purpose. It must be a test, designed to remind us of the trials that created us. But what is she trying to tell us? What are we being tested for? I believe that Byron's fate shows us the dangers of temptation. As Elohim attempted to deceive Athena in the simulation, commanding her not to ascend, so Prometheus is deceiving us with his visions.
Could be, but it also could be that you're interpreting it the way you want to. Reserving judgment for now. I'm certain my visions were real. Okay, this is the most powerful person in New Jerusalem. I don't want to get on his bad side. I'll just say I'm reserving judgment. I gotta think about it. Consider multiple threads of evidence. You know.
That's only reasonable, but I would ask you to think about what I said. After all, can it really be a coincidence that you came along on this mission? It seems to me that you have been chosen. You are the fulfillment of the goal. Don't forget that.
Wait, I thought, yeah, wait, you were the one who chose me, weren't you? What's up? Okay. You're not acknowledging my presence? Okay. I mean, we saw each other that one time. Want to go out for, we don't have coffee here. Right, I don't know you. Right. And the other one was Jeremy, probably. So yeah, we're missing a couple of stars from that one. But where are you guys going? Oh, they're going to explore more areas, I think. Alright, and then this is the one that they came in. So I'm wondering, what is Herman's angle? Like, is he, as Al said, just a guy trying to do what he thinks is right? I don't know. I mean, he is in power, and he is doing some pretty irrational stuff, just sitting on a city while it runs down. I can't help but think there might be a nefarious motivation behind that. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I think that's enough for one episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Talos Principle 2 and other awesome games. I'll see you next time. Bye!